I have a little bit of a welcome talk, an inspirational talk to set the tone, and hopefully it will get you inspired and you will look for the things I'm mentioning right now throughout the event today and tomorrow. So the currency of trust in a fragmented world. And the thing I would like you to consider, in a world increasingly shaped by AI, geopolitical tensions and digital noise, how do we preserve trust in the content we manage? We hear a lot about creativity and human beings being replaced and how are we going to deal with that. So that would be my opening talk. I'll keep it brief, don't worry. So DAM will be the guardian of trust. At least that is how I see it. This is the single source where all your content comes together. This is the only place where people can find what they need, and they need to be able to trust what they see. So whereas DAM in the past was much more a back-end operation, it's now front and center. And that gives you a vital role in the content that you create for your brand, for your organization. And the biggest challenge I think we have is the trust. Can we rely on the sources that we have? Can we rely on the data that we have? Can we rely on the people that are accessing the content to work with it in a proper way? So is it real? Can I trust it? And this is where all of you come in. So we are going to become the guardians of trust. Now, there's a little bit of nerd in all of us. So Guardians of the Galaxy in the Star Wars. Yes, that's us. Yeah. So AI does not replace the damn professional. You hear a lot of talk about it. Oh, the AI is going to take over our jobs. It's like a drill, isn't it? A drill helps you in your job as a worker, but it doesn't replace the actual laborer. And that's the same with AI. And actually, the damn professional is going to be increasingly important because you're going to be the gatekeeper. You're going to be the one that actually says, this can go in, this is the way we tag it, this is the way we trust the sources that we have, and this is how we're going to get it out. And that makes sure that everybody who accesses the content in your DAM knows that it's from a trustworthy source. That's where you come in. So the more AI you use, the more essential it's going to be that you are there and you're guarding whatever the AI is doing. We had a really fun conversation in the train yesterday. Yeah, I came by train. And that was actually, it was a lot of hassle, but it worked eventually. We came here. We had a really interesting conversation about a couple in Germany breaking up because they asked AI the reasons why they should break up. Yeah, that's like asking, why is the sun shining or whatever. The way you prompt your AI, it's going to curate the answers for you. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's true, though. So if you're asking your AI, what's wrong with my relation, it all kind of implies it itself, right? That's what's wrong if you're in your relation. So don't talk to the AI about that. So fragmented world, fragmented in the internet. In China, they have firewalls for all the content coming in. In Europe, we have all this legislation coming up. United States, there's also looking into legislation, but on the other hand, there's also different areas that they want to explore. So it is no longer the World Wide Web where everything is the same. There are so many regulations, there are so many little nuances and differences that it's really becoming a fragmented web, which is fine, but that as a DAMster, you really have to make sure that you look into those different areas. It's no longer just about translating your content. You have to make sure that you understand the legislation, that you understand the differences. And then it also becomes about consuming the content that you have in your system. Consuming your content means that something which is utterly funny in the United States can be really offensive in the Vatican. Yeah? So you have to make sure that whatever content you are making is suitable for the audience and only disclosed for that audience. And that is also, again, the role that we play as DAMsters. It's integrity. So trust is the most valuable currency we manage. This is where we come in. This is where we make the difference. And we have to make sure that our applications and our infrastructure are diverse, inclusive, and equal for everybody. With all the nuances in there, this is where we come in. Regardless of your background, regardless of your political statements, regardless of your religion, we have to make sure that it's true and it can be relied on.